Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Today we're looking at a brand new card which is introduced within Yu-Gi-Oh 7s. This is called All for Naught Bubble Burst. It's a normal trap card with a requirement. You can activate when a monster your opponent controls declares an attack on a face-up monster. Must be a level 8 or higher archetype you control. The effect? The attacking monster loses 600 attack until the end of the turn. If your opponent controls a face-up monster, a spellcaster type, you can choose one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 1,000,000 attack until the end of this turn. That is a confusing part of the effect. Right, so I'll just give you a quick breakdown of what this is. The requirement means it can only be run within a deck that you're running that has level 8 or higher archetype monsters for your opponent to be able to really do anything with this. The other thing is it does require your opponent to go into attack declaration, so unless your opponent is really forced into attacking, you can't guarantee the activation of this card. They might actually trigger something to destroy this before they ever reach their battle phase. As for the effect, the attack loss 600 points is neither here nor there. Your opponent might be able to kind of recover that anyway, so even if they take some damage and they lose a monster, it's not going to be game ending. The part of the effect which requires a spellcaster type to be present on your opponent's field requires them to lose all of their attack points, basically. I think that's the whole point of that strategy. I'm not sure whether this was kind of mistranslated or whether it should have just said its attack points will go down to 0. I think that's the emphasis on the card, which means you can actually maximize that amount of damage you can do. In this case, it can be game ending, and it's a decent enough effect, but it does rely on your opponent running spellcaster types. So it's not useful if you're having to use this in a competitive scene. What do you guys think of this card? Do you think I'm correct about the interpretation of this? Or do you think I'm missing a trick here? Do you think there's another type of effect that hasn't been translated properly? Whatever you think, leave those comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily Yu-Gi-Oh content.